Hi guys, how are you? Welcome into another session, another live session where we are going to do a lot of stuff. We are going to do the normal automation. You can say hi on the chat. You can say on the chat. I will really appreciate if you say something on the chat. You can say hi. Um, Thank you everyone who has joined. Thank you everyone who has joined the session. Feel free to say hi. Feel free to give me a like. And you're going to start right away. And I want us to do a very simple automation. And the automation will be very simple, a customer support automation. You're going to see the example and we are going to see how that really works. So, with that, let's just go straight into building of this AI automation. So, everyone is talking about AI. How can we utilize AI for our best use case? So, we can utilize AI in so many ways. We can build agents, yeah, no code. We can build the code in agents where you can just write code and then the agents work. Otherwise, you can build tools that do not really need agents. So when we talk about agents, we talk about so many kind of things that align with different people depending on the task or the job that you perform. So for today, we just want to do a customer support agent. In this customer support agent, we are going to see how it really works. So let's see that particular agent. Uh, Before we see that particular agent, let's see what we have. Yeah, let me first arrange my screens very well. There you go. So we want to build an agent that does particular job. Let's assume, let's just go quickly through this particular workflow here. This simple workflow with only three different nodes. Only three different steps is what we want to automate. You can say I on the chat. This is what we want to automate basically. Let's assume you're working for a company and you do a lot of reach out, or people do a lot of inquiries. So in this automation, you can do basic things. Maybe someone is asking about an invoice that has not been attended to, a ticket, a customer support, a complaint about a product on that particular email or on that particular channel. It doesn't matter the kind of complaint. All the complaints can be taken care of when it comes to AI automations. So how can we go around that? We can take any particular email that comes into our inbox. For example, let's assume this is my inbox. Any email that comes into my inbox, then I can route it to the relevant people. Let's say we have the finance people who need to pay particular people, some particular suppliers. We have customer support who support different clients depending on whatever they want to do or whatever question that they have asked. So take that email, route straight to the relevant person or to the people who are really required to see those particular emails. So that's what we want to automate for today, and it will be very, very simple workflow. So we are just take the emails, whatever falls in our inbox, then we are going to pass through AI assistant, and that AI assistant will basically understand segment here, whatever the sentiment here, whatever needs to be understood by these agents. So basically, those agents will be doing those simple particular jobs. So we are going to see how to configure this. And to make sure that my gens are working. All right. So let's assume we have several AI assistants here, right here. Consider we are using Sira IQ in case you are new to these live sessions. We are using Sira IQ. You can go create your free account at Sira IQ, and you can build all these features for free. All these features for all these agents for free. So you can take a system that will understand all these kind of emails. Then you can route emails to different teams. You're going to see how all these things work. How all these things work when we do the actual configuration of these systems right here. So you're going to see how everything really comes to play. For example, let's say I have a finance team, and this is the finance team email. So, in case we get a particular email or a particular complaint complaint about refund, um, about invoice, about payment, then that finance team will get that particular email, complaint everything. If we have a different team, then they can get different emails depending or different customer inquiries depending with whatever question that they really get. So, um, so that's what we want to really work on. That's what we want to really work on. So let's do this. So let's basically do this. Okay, let me see. So we are just going to create this agent from scratch. It's very simple agent, very simple agent. So in case you see like you and you don't know what to work on, or you don't have an idea, or you do not have an idea how to go about it, you just have to create an account. You just um, you just have to create an account like you, then you can automate all these different tasks. So I need to stop this. I can have this on pause. So this is how you create an agent in CRIQ or an automation. An automation can be anything. For example, I create a workflow here. I can use AI, or I can just go ahead and use templates in case I want to use any template of my choice. We have so many templates here. There are so many templates right here. So you can use any templates of your choice. Otherwise, I can build with AI. I can just text AI, then it can build the agent for me. Then my job will just be doing the configurations. Otherwise, I can be doing the manual input, and the manual configurations is very simple. The simplest is just doing drag and just drag and drop. So I want us to build these three nodes, these three simple nodes when it comes to this automation. So first, I need to know this agent is called customer care agent. So this is the customer care agent that I want to build. So I'll make sure that I save the workflow. Everything is saved. First of all, you need to save. Everything will be auto saved every single month. So the first node that I need is the Gmail node because I'm going to fetch all my emails that come to a particular email. Then I'm going to route them to different teams whenever necessary. So I just need the Gmail node. Then I need the AI assistant. You can just search for AI assistant node. We have so many, there are so many AI nodes right here in CIQ. Just because I want to do the routing of emails, I just need to get the email. router node. Imagine with only 3 steps, we have built a fully customer care support agent that we can extend to different nodes in one or into different steps in case we want to do all this. Very simple. So let's do the list configuration. Less than 10 minutes, we are done with the configuration of this agent. So this agent can do simple things like just configure the email. So this is my default email. Let's say I have this company and my company only uses this email as the default email. So I need to authenticate that particular email address. So connect. So I'll use this is the email. Uh, just a moment. I need to authenticate my email. And there we go. You can see this email here. This email node is very simple. I have configured and it's actually this email. Now the logic is in case you send any email here, let's say my invoice has not been settled, then it will escalate that issue to the finance team. So just like that. So to do the configuration, you can do what? You can just read through emails, you can check through these actions. You can check through these actions. So my action will be, I just need to do the inbox mode, email routing. The email routing is forwarding the emails to the relevant team. So I just need to take this and then that's configured. Imagine just one step, 2 steps authenticating and clicking inbox mode, then you have fetched all your emails inside this particular Gmail. Then in case you want to go further and select date, you can select date and the date format is similar to this format. So I can do maybe I can do something simple as doing the date. So today is 24th. So I can do 2026 06 20th. So I just want to fetch these emails from 20th this month for different purposes. But also, I can just fetch unread emails only. In case the email just lands into my inbox, then do the forwarding automatically. Just do the forwarding immediately without delay. Just do the emails default without any delay. So that's how this particular agent should really work. So if you configure everything the dates um, right here, then that node is completely done. Imagine we've done that particular node as easy as just doing that simple configuration for that. The second node that we're going to do is the AI assistant, not the agent itself. That should understand. Okay, this email is talking about certain topic, and that topic needs to be redirected to a certain team. Now, this AI agent here, the AI assistant, is the one that does that particular job. So that's what we really want to configure right here. And to configure here, just check very simple steps. I just need to click this. I just need to click this AI assistant and just do the configurations right here. I can choose the AI model that I want. Let me just give everything as default OpenAI. Then I can select the action. You can see from the list of actions. When I click here, email analysis here, I can see job application. We have so many, there are so many configurations here. But to be specific, I want email classifier route to a team. Email classifier route to a particular team. So this is the action that I want. In case I just wanted to analyze an email without anything, or email data extraction, I can do that. But because I want to route my email to certain teams, then I just select that. And imagine you are done with that particular part. But in case you want to do something extra, you can just add the email here. You can select from the list of variables, just from the list of things that are being fetched from email. You can just fetch from the email subject and email body right here. The email subject and email body. So this one, you can leave default empty. The system will understand and pick everything by itself. Otherwise, you can just do the configuration in which it doesn't add to do that basic configuration. It doesn't have to do that basic configuration. Now you can check, we said less than 10 minutes, you're going to have a complete working customer care support agent. Now that would save us a lot of hours, like tens of hours per week doing this particular customer support, in which we just have to do for less than an hour, less than 30 minutes, and then we have this working agent. Now, with that said, we can do configuration for the last node or for the last part. And this last part is basically the email routing. So the email routing right here. So how does the email routing basically do? So the email routing basically now forwards the emails to the relevant teams. So we need to forward the emails to the relevant teams. So to forward these emails to the relevant teams, this one is very easy. It's very easy to do the configuration. So for example, you just need to click here, add team. So we can just add team and we can say, um, let's say finance team. And the finance team email is, let's say, advanced software gmail.com. So advanced softwares at gmail.com. The, um, the finance team. The finance team. So finance team is likely to get certain keywords like refund, such keywords like invoice, invoice, what like payments, overdue, um, payment overdue, things like balance, things like those. So the finance team is likely to get emails with these keywords like refund. Kindly this, kindly this invoice, do the payments are overdue, top up the balance, AI credit balance. Okay, so this is the finance team that is likely going to get these emails, maybe from a client who is complaining that they have not been paid by a particular company or by a particular team, things like that. Now, let's say this is a very big corporate, and we have all these IT support, the finance team, the social media guys. Now, I can add um, people like the let me think of a field that are really aware of what goes on. Let's say the tech team. let's say the tech team right here. So the tech team email is the tech team email is let's say prog1 at gmail progskill1 at gmail.com. Okay, so for the tech team, we are likely going to get what like failed. Our system has failed. API, keywords like API, of course, API is not working. Keywords like automation, let's say another keyword. Keywords like server is down. Keyword like credits, AI credit, any keywords that can come with a particular team. Now, let's assume these are the only teams that we have. We have the finance team, in which, in case we get any complaint about these keywords, then the finance team should be alerted or notified. So, in case we have any problems with the testing and the customer has raised concerns or issues, then the tech team should be notified. Okay, so that one can work. So do I need anything? We can add a fallback email. A fallback email basically means in case a customer raised an issue and this issue has not been aligned inside our teams right here. Let's say someone was abused online, it doesn't lie within these keywords right here, then that's where the email or the complaint should be forwarded to. But we need this, you can add that fallback, otherwise there's no need to add that fallback. For the company, let's say Zero IQ drug skill. Let's say the company name can be this one. So this one you can just add any name for the company. Maybe the company you are working for whatever project that you are working for. This can be the company name. Otherwise, you can leave everything default. Then we have there's an extra feature, send an acknowledgement email to original center. You can just leave everything as default, just like that. And imagine our agent is fully set. You don't need to do anything in this particular agent. Agent is complete. And this can serve as your customer support agent, customer support agent. So in case you wanted to stretch it a little bit further, you're going to test it just like this. But in case you wanted to test it a little bit further, you can add, let's say we have customers who reach you through WhatsApp, through Telegram, through emails. Let's say Telegram, you add Telegram trigger here. For example, in case someone, so in case a client texts you through WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever platform that they text you through, then they can get a reply. So in case I wanted to do that automatically, I can add another conversation at the end. So in case I text this particular person on Telegram or this particular company, then I have an agent that will give me the answer, or will give that particular customer an answer. Now, we can stretch this further depending with whatever functionalities that we need to add. For now, for our testing purposes, we don't need these two nodes. We just need to set up or try our um, our agents. We just need to set and try our agents right here. So I want us to send emails so that we can test if this agent really works. So I'm going to send just a test email to see how this agent really works. And I hope this agent will work perfectly. So let me just copy a random email. Okay. I want to compose an email, and this email will go to whatever email was configured. 198 at gmail.com. Yeah, so this is the email that I want to test. So I can do say, I Evans currently requesting for a refund for the invoice sent, whatever that means. So we just want to test if that really works. So here we can send this one as payment. So the moment that I send this email, then it hits this particular inbox, this particular inbox. If it hits this particular inbox, then all the relevant emails will be sent to the relevant teams. So we expect this email because we did configuration. The finance team should get an email. Then this inbox should get all the tech support emails. So let me do another email, compose another email before I send, so that we send the two emails at once. So, Evans. So we have that email. Just want to copy one of the emails that I sent here. See. So this is the content of this particular email. So we expect every email that has any keywords like automation, whatever something failed, it should be routed to the tech team. You see, failed, it should be routed to this particular email and this particular email. All right. So we expect the inbox to have those particular. So any email that contains these keywords like where is the finance team? Anything like finance team refund, payments overdue should be routed to this particular email that is Advancify Softwares. And this is Advancify Softwares. The inbox is empty. So let's try this out. So I'm going to send, right? Send. So this email here is empty. This one here is empty. Let me see if you have an email. Aha, can you see the first email has landed, CRIQ automation, CRIQ refund. So we expect these emails to be automatically routed to the correct teams. Okay, so we can give it a moment and see. So let's see. I really sure the agent is trying to execute everything behind the scenes, so it should be working. You can see. All right. check the agents right here. It takes some few moments. This tried 17 minutes ago. You can see the execution history right here. I don't need to run this. I just need to give it some time for it to understand that we have some emails that needs to be executed. So it should execute this particular workflow. This one, customer support. So we expect books as well and inbox right here. So otherwise, I can just run this agent in case it's taking too long for now. Let me just run it and see. Uh, you have reached 30 over that of the free tier. Okay. Oh, I have exhausted my execution limit. Let me just increase my limit. Just a moment. Daily workflow execution limit reached for the free tier. Just a moment. Advanced. It's executing a few. Give me a moment. A moment. A moment. It's this free tier. Right. Refresh. This one should work. Let me see. 10 minutes ago. So that one refreshed. Now let me run this. 1, 2, 3, go. There, it's running. Actually, it should have run automatically. One task is running successfully. You can see that workflow has executed successfully. Otherwise, now let's see this particular inbox is right here. You see, oh, we got the first email, the finance team. You see, the finance team a routed email or a forwarded email, refund this payment. So it says the routed to the finance team. Priority is medium, it's not that urgent, and refund the payment. So that was email, and the original email that was sent is this particular email. So that was sent. So that means the finance team got their email. Then you see the tech team right here. The tech team as well got their email that was well as well routed. So you can see everything is right here. The media, I, and the original email that was really sent. Workflow, customer care agent. So depending on the keywords, you are going to see that particular execution go into success. So that's how this agent, you can see it's running. It will run continuously as long as we have emails in the inbox. So it's going to run continuously. It's running forever. It will run forever as long as the agent is active. Otherwise, in case you want to deactivate this agent, you can just stop this agent, just pause. So that agent is no longer running. Otherwise, I can just activate it back and pause. Just pause, play, and pause on agents. So that's how AI agents really work. But in case I have several agents, this is out of scope. In case I have several agents that I need them to work together, I can do something like, let's say the customer support agents can go hand in hand with HR recruitment. Let me just do the HR recruitment. Now, this is just a feature that exists in CRIQ. It's just a feature that exists in Siri. So let's say my canvas is really big. Let's say my canvas is really big. Let me have this. Let's say you see this workflow. This workflow should execute end to end. It has Telegram, go to the Gmail, to the Google Sheet, all the way to the end. Now let's assume this is a workflow that is complete. And I wanted after this workflow executes, activate another workflow. We can do there's a node called sub workflows in CRIQ. So you can take this sub workflow and link this sub workflow with this workflow here. So this sub workflow basically calls when you click to configure, it calls all the workflows that you have. So I can call the any workflow that I want. I just want to use this job scrapper, this job scrapper work. So I can connect. You see this job scrapper workflow. I can connect that. So after this workflow is done, then it should call the next workflow and the next workflow and the next workflow. So in case my canvas looks ugly like this, let me see. You can compress this. You can just click compress. You can select and compress these workflows here. Just write the name of the compression. One depends. So my canvas was looking ugly. Now you can see it's minimal because I have compressed everything to this. So I can do as many compressions as I want. So let me connect this first. Then I can do this compression. Just need to select and say compression 2. Compression 2. Depends. I can just press enter. Then I have compression 2. Where is this compression? Let me select 3 nodes. These 3. Compression 2. Then enter. And that means my canvas looks a little bit clean. We have 5 nodes plus 3, that is 8, plus this one node. So 9 nodes in my canvas looks as simple as this. So these are just some of the features that you can get in Sira IQ or this particular platform. So make sure that you create an account in Sira IQ. Means you have 50% off of this particular automations that you can get. And also you can get templates, free templates that can do customer support, job scrapping. In case you check at the previous videos, then you can find out that we did um, an automation, an automation that can help you find for jobs, an automation that can help you look for jobs online. It can go ahead, apply the jobs on your behalf, and do every task. So you see like you can do as much as over 100 automations uh, that you can currently think about. So basically that's it for today's automation. See you next Wednesday, same time, same place. We do another automation. Otherwise, on Friday I'll be live as well doing vibe coding. You're going to see how we create all these tools live, how we can become better software engineers with AI tools. So thank you. See you on Friday, also on Wednesday next week. Enjoy your evening.